my son, my oldest, he has very big dreams. And I remember he came home and he said to me, "Mom, I'm going to Harvard." I said to him, "Think about something that your parents can afford." He still has that dream. He wants to be a scientist. With the sponsorship, it makes it easier for us. Without it, it was a struggle. Well, having it now, he's able to go to school every day and he's doing well.
What I love about these kids is that they're resilient and that they're determined. That determination has positives and negatives to it, but once they're given an opportunity and shown love and affection, they make the most of it.
Most of our kids here, they are eager to learn. They are passionate about learning. They come with their minds open, waiting to be filled.
Kids in Harmons, Jamaica have big dreams. They want to become the best they can be, and parents want to give them everything they never had. They know that education is crucial to breaking the cycle of poverty that has been at work in their families for generations. They work hard and make unimaginable sacrifices to help their kids achieve their dreams, but sometimes working hard still isn't enough. School in Jamaica is free, but transportation, lunch, books, uniforms, and sometimes even exams are not. Transportation is one of the biggest barriers. With the closest high school nearly 7 miles away, and elementary schools often more than a mile away, is too far for little legs. So parents have to pay taxi fare to and from school each day. It means that many children in the Harmons Valley only go to school a couple of times a week when they can afford it. And the most vulnerable kids don't go to school at all.
Most of our kids are from challenging home background, and so they bring with them the stresses of poverty and other home situation, which leads to aggression at times.
Families living in poverty get used to the fact that things are hard to attain. You feel stuck and hopeless.
One by One to Jamaica has been working in Harmons for decades. With a dedicated staff of dozens of Jamaicans and Americans, they've worked together to remove the barriers of poverty that prevent families in Harmons from living vibrant, flourishing lives. One by One to Jamaica has created a school sponsorship program that comes alongside the big dreams of these students and their parents, connecting them with compassionate American sponsors who believe in the power of a great education as much as they do. Sponsoring a child enables her to pay taxi fare to and from school each day, buy lunch, purchase necessary books and supplies, and obtain her school uniform and shoes.
We collect grade reports every semester and send them to sponsors so they can track their students' progress. Students write at least twice per year to their sponsors, and if we can, we send updated photographs.
The burden of school fees weigh even heavier on Jamaican families as students graduate and move up to the next grade level. But you can participate in making a dramatic difference in the lives of a child and their entire family in Harmons, starting at a preschool level of less than $1 per day. Hundreds of caring people just like you are partnering with strong Jamaican families to sponsor over 300 students. You can see the dozens more who are still awaiting sponsorship on onebyone2jamaica.com. There, you can browse through the profiles of these eager students, check their grade level and sponsorship amount needed, decide what you're comfortable with, and get started. We make sponsorship and your tax-deductible donation easy through automatic gifts made through your bank account or credit card. Your donations create resiliency in the families of sponsored children. Instead of only thinking about how to come up with money for the next day, parents are beginning to save for college through the bank accounts that One by One to Jamaica has helped create.
Now with the bank account, I'm able to save $2 a week towards my daughter's college fund.
Not only is your generosity creating resiliency, it's also contagious.
So I'm in my final year at the University of the West Indies. I'll be graduating this year as a registered nurse. I am very thankful for this partnership as it has allowed me to be where I am today, and it has helped me to achieve good grades in aiming for my goals. Many persons out there do not have the chance that I have, and I believe every student should at least be given this opportunity.
doing the maths, it just does not add up when you do the maths without the sponsorship. So without it, my boys will not be able to go to school every day probably, and I would definitely not be fostering a child.
While Stacy is exceptional, she is far from the exception. Join with these passionate students and strong parents to break generational cycles of poverty and make their dreams come true. Go to onebyone2jamaica.com to get started with your sponsorship today.